Hello, everyone. It is Hannah, your sparkling spectrumite. I hope everyone is doing well. It is nice to be doing. Sorry. It has been a week, guys. I am just like, all I can say is life is a roller coaster, and I am just holding on for dear life right now. That is the only way I can describe things right now. Like, there's just no other way to put them. And it's not because things are bad. So for those reaching out who are concerned, I apologize, first of all. I don't want to concern you. Everything is good. Well, okay. It's not that everything is good. It's just busy. It's busy and there's just a lot going on. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just, I would say things are just very overwhelming right now. I think that's what it is. That's really the best way to describe it. And you know what? And that's okay. I mean, that's just how life is sometimes. And yeah, I mean, I think that's all we can do is just kind of, get through it as best we can. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's not necessarily because bad things are happening or anything. It's a lot. There's just a lot of different moving pieces right now, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm catching up with everything. So again, for those of you who are concerned, again, I did not mean to concern you. I certainly don't want to worry people. In the grand scheme of things, like, there's no emergencies, there's nothing like that. It's just, again, there's just a lot, and it can just be very overwhelming. So anyhow, though, it is nice to do a WIP and Chat with you guys. I know last week was spring break, so I just was like, I didn't think I'd be able to get to one, and I'm really glad I'm able to get one today. So I'm actually filming on a Thursday afternoon. Usually I do them on Thursday mornings, but scheduling did not allow me to do that. And that's something I'm going to talk about a little later, because that's something I'm kind of thinking about, is possibly changing up the schedule of my WIP and Chats. But I'll talk about that in a little bit down the road here. So canvas that I'm working on is Mama Knows Best by Mandy Manzano. It's a Diamond Art Club kit. It's really, really fun. Unfortunately, I have literally not worked on this in about a week. So yeah, I'm kind of sad. Like, I missed a whole week of diamond painting, but what can you do? It is what it is. It's a square gel kit. It's 39 colors. And yeah, I love it. And I am doing this for Mackenzie's Stoke Your Dragon Fire event. It has been super fun. I've really enjoyed it. I've really had fun doing all the fun things dragon. And yeah, this kit is really fun. I was really hoping to complete this by the end of the month. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm hoping to get it done by the end of April, or not even by the end of April. I'm hoping by mid-April, because there's definitely some kits I want to do, or at least kit up in April, what I'm hoping for. So yeah, but this is such a fun kit. So pen that I'm using a pen from Jim's Handmade Pens. My tray is from the amazing Bijou Bliss Designs. Putty is from Abigail Schwartz. It's called Colk. It's amazing. My fun little tray here from ADHD Laser Focused. And cover minder, I love this. It is the Mother of Cats, since I am working on Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. But I realized too, I'm like, you know what? This whole month, I have not done anything for Women's History Month. So I decided, I'm like, you know what? I need to throw in some cover minders for Women's History Month. And that's one of the reasons I love cover minders, is I like them just to kind of describe what mood I'm in, and also kind of reflect, like, the time of month or any holidays or special occasions. So I have my very fun I Love Lucy one. I love this. This is from the episode where she pretty much just like gets drunk off of Vitamita Vegemin, which was a commercial she was trying to shoot. And this is also from Gina's Unique Boutique. And then, you know what? I was like, I need some Dolly in my life right now. So I had to get some Dolly, and it is hard to be a diamond in a rhinestone world. That is the truth, right? So yeah, those are just some little fun accessories that I'm using. I was right in the middle of using this beautiful color, this 321. The reds in this kit are just so much fun to use. So I'm really having fun with that. And so yeah, so I've loved this kit, and I was bummed that I didn't get to work on it for a whole week. It's just, yeah, spring break just, yeah, it just, it just doesn't allow me to. Usually, like, when it comes to school holidays and like summer vacation, yeah, I just don't get as much diamond painting done because I have my daughter home and, we're doing things together. So diamond painting just, I just don't get as much done, which is totally fine. It just is what it is. And, instead, I got to do some fun things with Maggie. So it was a wonderful spring break. So getting into that, actually, I think that's a good place to start. So spring break was actually really fun. It was really relaxing. It was, my husband actually took the first 2 days off. So we actually really got some good family time in. We almost treated it like a staycation. We didn't go anywhere, but it's just really fun just to spend time, just the three of us. And I really enjoyed that. And, it was just good quality time. So we did that. And that's the thing, I can't even remember what we did. It really was just like kind of hanging around the house. We had gorgeous weather, so we were outside a lot of it. And yeah, it was just really enjoyable. But it was really nice. And, I think we got some yard work done too. And then the last 3 days, one day it was so gorgeous. I actually took my daughter to the zoo. And we met up with my sister and her 2 boys. And my sister is pretty much at the end of her pregnancy. So she is due any day, which was another reason why I didn't do a whole lot of videos, because I was kind of on call. And update on that, we are still waiting. So we are on baby watch right now. This will be my 6th niece. So I have 5 nephews. And this will be my 6th niece, so 11 in total. So yeah, pretty crazy, big family. So we're excited about that. But yeah, we were kind of, I think she was like kind of hoping to, maybe go into labor during spring break, but that didn't happen. So we did a ton of walking around the zoo, but didn't work. Little Missy, her little girl decided, she's just fine staying where she is. So, so nothing happened there. So right now things are the status quo, and yeah, we'll just see when little Missy decides to make her grand appearance, right? I mean, it's always unpredictable. You just never know. Never know. But at this point, she's hoping she goes. She will be past 38 weeks. And with her last 2, she was at 38 weeks when she went into labor. So she's hoping it's soon. But yeah, we'll just see. She may go later this time. You never know. Which is, I guess, not as common with the more you have, it's, I guess, like kind of the earlier, you go a little earlier, but that's not the case with this one. I wouldn't know because I only had 1, so, so I'm not sure, but yeah. So that was really fun, and yeah, it's been good. It's just been, again, I think it's like, it's always like, it's it's exciting, but it's also like that nervous energy. Are you like scratching around? Sorry, Money Penny is like having fun playing with stuff. It's also, it's like, it's exciting, but it's also that nervous, like, exciting anxiety. I don't know if there is such thing, but I think there is. When, like basically right now, like every time my phone rings, I'm like, oh, this is it, so I think that's probably part of it. I'm probably way too wired right now. Because I'm just like I need to make I was actually talking to a friend of mine today about it, and she was like, "You are going to drive yourself crazy," because I'm the one who, and again, it's such a privilege, but so I'm the one who my sister has asked to, take her to the delivery room and to be there with her, which it is. It's like it's such a privilege. I'm so excited to be there for her. She's my younger sister. Like it is. I'm so happy that I can do that for her. But at the same time, yeah, it's like very nervous, anxious, excited energy. So I was telling my friend about it today, and she's like, "You just need to make like a separate ringtone right now for your sister, so that way that like if that ring goes off, at least it's her." Because right now, like every time my phone rings right now, I'm just like, drop everything I'm doing. So yeah, I'm sure that's probably why right now I'm just like, probably a little more, yeah. Which is so crazy because like it cracks me up. My sister was so sweet when she asked me. She's like, "Yeah, I know you're the one." She's like, "Hannah, you're so like calm in situations like that," which was so sweet, and like it was so just like complimentary. Like it was so sweet of her to say that, which I am. That's the crazy thing, guys. I'm one of those people that the anticipation is drives me crazy, but then in the moment, cool as a cucumber. I don't know why I'm like that, but I am. I have always been like that. It's really weird. I can totally maintain my composure as the event's happening. It's just the anticipation to the event that for some reason, apparently I get a little cuckoo. So, which is exactly what I'm doing now. So, I don't know why that is. You have to let me know if any of you are like that. Like, are you one of those people that for some reason the anticipation drives you more crazy, and then in the face of the actual event, you're just like, oh yeah, I got this. Like, this is fine. Or are you the opposite? Because I'm like that. I'm like crazy with anticipation, but then in the moment, totally collected. And then I know the opposite where people are like, yeah, it's fine. I'm all good. And then in the moment, they lose it. So I'm curious, like, which one are you? I'd be very curious to hear what you guys have to say about that. Because yeah, I am the one that's like calm in the event, but crazy in the anticipation. And I don't know why, guys, I'm just single placing right now. But you know what? I think that's a good thing right now because actually, believe it or not, this is why a lot of people diamond paint. This is what got me into diamond painting, one of the first things. And I actually explained this in the very first video I ever made, which was when we engage our minds in a repetitive action like this, believe it or not, it actually calms us. So, and as you can probably tell from what I've said, it's probably good that I try to be calm right now. But it is actually true. They have done studies like when we're engaging in just kind of one of those mundane, repetitive actions, it does. It like actually calms our nervous systems. So that's why right now I feel bad. I know it'll probably be boring to see me single place. But yeah, I obviously need to do that. Oh, and you know what? I need to fill my pen with wax. And I totally forgot. The wax I am using is this lovely wee bit from Laura with Anxiety Art Adventures. She has her own business. And it's this wonderful strawberries and champagne. And I found the lid. I was so excited. Last week on my live, I was so mad. One of my cats took off with the lid and I found it. It was under something. But it took me like 2 weeks to find it. But I found it. I think it was Sunny. Sunny's usually the culprit because he's like the adolescent kitten right now. So he gets into everything. He's kind of the troublemaker. He's so sweet and so cuddly. But then he's like, he turns into Lucifer. But we still love him. He was our foster fail, for those of you who might be new. which that's something kind of new. Crazy fostering. Crazy. I guess it's a good thing in a way. There has not really been any need for fosters right now. So that's actually kind of slowed down. Just kind of a quick refresh. I do foster for our local humane society, and I've had the privilege of fostering. We've fostered 4 so far, and one of them was a foster fail. Right now we just do cats. Eventually, I would love to foster dogs too. But our oldest dog, Ralph, I just don't think he'd handle it really well because he's just kind of on his last leg. And so I think any like new dog in the house would probably just really stress him out. And we're trying to just keep things as calm as we can for him because he actually, basically, like, and I didn't even know this existed, but he's basically got like the equivalent of dog dementia. Like they call it cognitive decline, and that's what he has. So he's definitely, yeah. So I'm like, oh, I feel terrible, introducing a new dog to the house when right now he's just like, some days are good and then other days, yeah, it's really interesting. Like it's not comparable to a person, obviously. Like I would never want to compare it to a person, but it is interesting. Like there are some similarities, so to speak. It's interesting. Obviously, like dog brains are very different than human brains, but it is interesting to see just, I don't know, the different behaviors that are exhibited. So I don't know, kind of different, but anyhow. Yeah, but no new fosters right now. And usually springtime is kind of that time. Like I was expecting to see a lot of fosters, but so far it's been pretty quiet. Now it does usually pick up more in April and May. So it's not like we're out of the woods yet, but yeah, thankfully so far there has not been a lot of foster need. Which is a good thing. Like, it's sad because, like, I love fostering, but at the same time, I'm like, well, that's a good thing. That means, like, people aren't surrendering pets, which means they're actually keeping them. We would hope. Like, we hope it means people are actually taking care of their pets and not surrendering them or abandoning them. We would hope. It's always what we hope for, is the best possible outcome. But, yeah. So like that's kind of what's going on as far as that, but then also like starting soon, there's pretty much like my daughter is in swim and volleyball's going to be starting soon, which is awesome. And she loves it. She's excited, but that also means like there's something every afternoon, for most of the week. Like basically the only free day is going to be Monday. So like just like extracurricular activities are going to be picking up. So that's another thing, like just making sure that, we all that's taken care of. And so that's kind of a new thing, just to make sure and then since it's like we're in the last quarter of school now, which is exciting. But then, with the last quarter of school, it's kind of like the workload has increased too, because they're like really trying to get the kids ready for state testing coming up, and, just trying to prepare the kids for intermediate school, because here we have intermediate school, which is, so my daughter's in 4th grade, and then it goes 5th and 6th grade, which is the intermediate school, which is kind of like mini middle school in a way. And then 7th and 8th grade is a middle school, and then high school. So like they're trying to get them prepared for that. And so like all that's going on. And then what happened, so kind of during spring break too, like we had dinner with my in-laws one night, and my mother-in-law had kind of brought up a new health concern, and so yeah, we're kind of getting that looked at. So kind of a refresher on that. My mother-in-law this past summer had been diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer. So unfortunately, at this point, there's no cure for it. All you can do is just treat it and just try the best you can, and hopefully just kind of, basically it's not getting rid of it. It's basically to prevent it from spreading anywhere else. And thankfully that's actually gone well. It has not spread anywhere else. And she is doing really well. Like, she's doing great. So that's actually been good. She actually had her last PET scan and things look really good. So that all has been awesome. So that was really good news. We were really happy. Like, she's just, yeah, she's doing great. But unfortunately, she's got, some other health issues. And unfortunately, that's kind of reared its head. And so we're going to have to look into that to see what's going on. And then my father-in-law, he is also being treated for dementia right now. And then starting at the beginning of April, he is going to be undergoing more I'm trying to think of the word, just even more in-depth testing for that. So that's going to be really interesting too. So yeah, just like kind of a lot of different things going on right now. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of, all you can do is just kind of do the best you can. And I think a big part of it too is really just like taking the time to have some moments to yourself. And I think that's why I was overwhelmed too, is I don't think I was taking time to do anything, like just to kind of do a little self-care. Because again, like I wasn't diamond painting, nothing like that. And, now I'm just like, oh yeah, I probably need to do some of those things. So yeah, so just kind of getting back into the swing of things and doing that. Like even right now, this WIP and Chat, guys, this is the first time I've diamond painted in like a week. And it actually is like really nice. And again, I know I'm single placing, but already it's crazy how, like, I should have done a little experiment. We should have like heard the tone of my voice at the beginning of this video and see if it sounds more relaxed by the end of this video. Wouldn't that be crazy if if you guys comment, you're like, yeah, you actually do sound more relaxed, Hannah. Who knows, right? But yeah, so that's kind of everything that's going on right now. And again, like, yeah, it just like, it is what it is. But, like I said, life is like a roller coaster, right? You kind of got your ups and downs. And I wouldn't even say like it's really a down or anything right now. I think, again, like I said, it's just busy. It's just really busy. And here's the thing, like, I'm one of those people, I get easily overwhelmed, like very quickly. And so I really have to dig into my toolbox to really figure out ways to handle being overwhelmed and being surprised and things like that. And so I'm really trying to do that and utilize my toolbox and kind of figure out, I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can get through these things and be okay. But let me see here. Making sure I know what time it is. Okay. So some good things going on though are, let me see here. Okay, as far as reading, absolutely nada. I've just kind of resigned to the fact that right now, I'm just not reading anything new right now. It just kind of is what it is. And, I'm sure I'll pick up something down the road. Cause I love to read. Just, I don't know. I'm kind of in a slump right now. I know I'll get out of it, but they're just, right now reading is just, I haven't really found anything that I've wanted to stick with. So that's kind of how it is right now. But with that being said, I don't know why, but I am so back into playing Animal Crossing on my Nintendo Switch. It's so much fun. I love it. It just, I don't know. It's just something, it makes me happy. So yeah, instead of reading, I have been playing Animal Crossing at night and I have enjoyed it immensely. It's it's just been super super fun, and yeah, I've just loved it. I'm having so much fun playing that again. And I hadn't played it like since the fall, so it was really fun just to kind of pick up where I last started and keep going with it. So that's kind of what I've been doing as far as like other hobbies. Again, I haven't been reading, but playing Animal Crossing. And then as far as watching shows, so I know I know the last time I did a whip and chat, I think I said that I had done like a full house marathon because I hadn't really watched anything new. I was just, I don't know, really just wanting to watch the old stuff, like stuff that I was familiar with. So I had finished Full House and then I went straight to The Big Bang Theory and have been re-watching that now, and I am loving that too. So that is probably one of my favorite shows. I absolutely loved Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory. And yeah, that has been really fun to watch. So I don't know. I don't know why I've been gravitating towards just watching old familiar shows, but yeah, that's just kind of where I am right now. Just watching, I think maybe with like all this new stuff and new things, I think my brain is just craving something familiar that I know that I can, like, I know what's gonna happen. And so I'm just enjoying these shows that I know exactly what's gonna happen. And I'm really having fun with them because that is one of my favorite shows. So I've been doing that. Haven't really seen any new movies. I was able to finally watch one because my husband and we were really wanting to watch a lot of Christopher Nolan's movies, and we did. We finally did watch Oppenheimer of all things, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I would say if you did not know the story firsthand, I would probably say the movie might have been like a little confusing if you didn't know how like the whole background and the history. But if you did, like, so I actually did. I did a little research beforehand because I gotta be honest, guys, I really didn't know much about it. I knew about the Manhattan Project. I was familiar with that, but everything else, like the whole, the whole thing about like if like Commissioner Strauss and like his thing to try and get Oppenheimer out, and like Oppenheimer's like friends who were possibly tied to like the Communist Party and all that. Like I had no idea about that. So it was good to kind of do some research on it because if you know nothing about that, then I would say I could see where that movie would be maybe even a little confusing. And I didn't know either, like the whole debate between the using the atomic bomb versus the hydrogen bomb. I thought that was really interesting too, like how these scientists were really kind of at odds with each other too, as far as what to use. And also how, the scientists who worked on the atomic bomb were even, against using it after they had made it. Because it was like originally, they originally thought they were going to use it probably on Germany, but ended up not. So like after that, they were really kind of mixed as far as, well, do we still even use it? So I thought that was all really interesting. Like I honestly did not know any of that. So altogether, I thought it was a great movie. I actually really enjoyed it. But again, like if you don't know the history or kind of the backstory, it might be a little more difficult to watch because it is a lot of, it like cuts to a lot of different scenes and like time changes and stuff like that. But I really did enjoy it. So there's my plug for Oppenheimer. And if you didn't like it, let me know. I'd be curious to see what you thought if you've seen it. If you saw it, let me know what you think because I liked it. But I like historical, dramas like that. I've always really been into that. My parents always kind of raised me on stuff like that. So that's always been something I've liked. So I think this weekend, it's funny, people may think I'm crazy, but my husband and he really wants to watch the John Wick movies. So, okay, for those of you who have seen the John Wick movies, I have never seen them. So he really wants to watch them, and I said I'd watch them with him. So we're gonna start that probably too. So we'll be doing like John Wick and Christopher Nolan movies. So I'd be curious to know if you guys have seen John Wick, let me know what you think. I hear they're very, 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 very action forward movies. So you'll have to let me know, because yeah, my husband was just like, I've heard they're really good, and like they're really good action. We should watch them. And I'm always for like trying a new movie. I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, why not? And so he's like, yeah, let's watch the John Wick movies. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Well, I've heard of them. I'm like, I've never actually seen them, but I mean, most people who I've talked to who I've seen them said they really like them. So I'm like, sure, yeah, why not? So we're gonna try that, because usually on Saturday nights we are usually watching a fight. Like we watch UFC fights, but I don't think there were any fights that like were really interesting to us this weekend. So we're kind of like, let's watch a movie. And it sounds like we're gonna watch the John Wick movies. Yay, okay, got all that done. Yay, next is the only section left on this are all the little dots together. Then I'll have a square done. Yay. But yeah, so, all right, as far as channel stuff and like diamond painting stuff, so I am still on my no buy. I had committed to a no buy for Lent, and that is still in effect. And yeah, I haven't bought anything. And it's crazy. Like it keeps getting easier. I mean, there's definitely things that I like, but it's so funny. As more time has passed, it really has kind of made me think more about, like, do I really need it or not? So that's, yeah, kind of still the boat that I'm in right now. I feel really good about what I have. There's still probably only one kit out there that I do want to get, and I probably will get it after my no buy. But as far as like other kits, I don't think, yeah, well, I'm like, man, if I waited this long, then I'm okay just like wish listing it. And, and I have to admit, guys, like for those of you who follow, Lisbeth, like she completed all the paintings in her stash, and then like, and granted, I don't think I'll ever do that. I'll still probably buy before I complete paintings. But I will say, like, that was pretty inspirational. I gotta say, I'm like, you know what? I would love to probably narrow down my stash, or at least narrow down my whips before like doing more. So I don't know. I'm honestly, I'm really happy I did this no buy. It's honestly been really fun just to kind of remember what I have, and it did give me time to organize my stash too, which I'm excited about, because I do want to do like an updated stash video. And so it's given me time to really sort through my stash and go through things and like kind of categorize it a little more. So I'm excited about that, because next month in April, it'll be 2 years since I started diamond painting. So I was like, oh, that might be a really fun time to do an updated stash video. So that's definitely going to be coming around the corner. So stay tuned for that, because I think that'll be fun, because my stash has definitely changed since starting diamond painting, for sure. The other thing is regarding diamond painting is just kind of regarding my schedule, like how I kind of said, like there usually is something every day of the week. Charlotte, or no, that's Bertha. Bertha, what are you barking at? Sorry guys, like I'm down in my craft room and I've got the window open and my dog's like right next to the window. And so if you hear barking, sorry about that. So one of the things on my YouTube schedule is I always go live on Thursdays, or at least, the best I can, unless something gets in the way like today. But then I do my WIP and Chats on Friday. So originally when I first started YouTube, I did WIP and Chats first, and then it wasn't until quite a while later that I decided to go live every week. So when I started doing that though, I kind of put myself in a weird position where I would go live, on Thursday, and then the WIP and Chat was the very next day. And I was kind of made it difficult for myself because what I would be doing is like filming my WIP and Chat in the morning on Thursday morning, then going live Thursday at lunchtime, and then, posting that WIP and Chat for the next Friday morning. And, now kind of doing that now for a couple of months, I'm like, that's not really working the best anymore. And so what I was thinking is, because I still want to go live, honestly, because I love going live with you guys. I think it's fun. I know it's a smaller live because it's kind of like in the middle of the day when like people are at work and everything. But like, I just still love it because, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I like that lunchtime live. I'm a day person too, unfortunately. I am not really a night person. If I tried to do a night live, I would probably lack a whole lot of energy. Because daytime lives I have a lot more energy for. Nighttime lives, not so much. But so thinking about that, I'm like, knowing that I still want to go live on Thursdays, but also knowing that I still want to do WIP and Chats. Like I love doing WIP and Chats just like this because, it's just fun. It allows me to kind of show off some different products and allow you to kind of see how they work and things like that and just kind of chat. What I'm thinking is maybe is to move my WIP and Chats to Tuesdays. So at least there'd be like a little break between my WIP and Chats and going live. And it would be a little easier to film because then I could film my WIP and Chats basically on Mondays and then post Tuesdays. So that way I'm not like doing everything on a Thursday, like kind of what I have been doing. So that's just kind of something that I'm thinking. So if you want to let me know in the comments, like what you think, as far as, hey, would this work? It's like, would you mind if I changed the WIP and Chat to Tuesdays? I don't think it would be a big deal. Like I don't see an issue with it, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. So I'd be curious to know what you guys think about that because right now, I don't know. The format right now of going live on Thursday and then a WIP and Chat on Friday, I'm like, this is beginning to really, it's just, yeah, it's really crammed together and it's just not my favorite way to film because I'd really rather just kind of space it out and then, if I did that, then I could still do, other unboxings and small shop hauls. I can kind of like smatter them in there here and there. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you'd be okay with maybe me moving the WIP and Chats to Tuesdays. Because I don't know, I'm like, maybe that would be fun. Just kind of instead of at the end of the work week, it could be kind of, and I don't know, for some reason too, I'm always like, I know I'm one of those people that Tuesdays were always the day of the week that I was always like, oh man, I wish I had something to look forward to on Tuesday. Like not with diamond painting, but like in general, like I always used to feel that way. I'm like, oh, what's on Tuesday? So as part of me, I was like, oh, maybe I should do something for Tuesday. That could be fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Cause yeah, just the current format now of the whole Thursday, Friday thing, I'm just like, this is just not working as well as I want it to anymore. Just filming wise and just with things going on with activity schedules and things like that, I just don't know how sustainable it's going to be in the future. So I'd rather make the change now knowing that it's just, yeah, that's just going to be an easier way to film down the road than doing back-to-back filmings like that. Especially when things start picking up with like school activities and everything. But yeah, but I think that's about it, guys. Let me see. Okay, so I've been playing for about 39 minutes, but I feel like that's pretty close to time. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Again, like, I apologize for not having a whip and chat last week, but I do appreciate you guys being understanding and, again, I hope I didn't worry you. It's just, yeah, it's just been crazy. And unfortunately, there's just been some things where, uh, yeah, just things have kind of changed with the schedule. But I still like having a schedule to at least try to adhere to. So I still want to post like a weekly schedule like I always do, but I do always try to post in the community. Like if something's not going to happen, I always try and let you know. But yeah, but that's about it. So yeah, please let me know how you're doing. I always love to hear how you are. I want to hear what you're working on, what you're doing in life. Let me know. Just yeah, let me know anything. Let me know how you're doing, what movies you're watching, what books you're reading, anything you want to share with me. I always love to hear from you. So please make sure you are taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. I hope this video brought you a little bit of joy because it does. It always brings joy to me making them. Really, it really is fun to be doing another whip and chat with you guys. I really do love doing these types of videos. They're super, super fun. And yeah, I will see you guys the next time. Bye.